Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chandrika and this is RIKA Life. Thank you so much for joining me on my adventures in yarn and crochet. Today, as always, I have lots to share with you. Before we get started, please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, so I am still working on my star blankets. I think I told you I am making 6 of them. And so I am trying to make some progress on this one. This is my green one. So this is my mandala gradient yarn. That's how much I have left of it. So I've used about, I don't know, but less than half of this cake. I've already put in 1 cake into this project. So this is about this big now. It's getting bigger. And it is a star. It's a 5-pointed star. I guess the star blankets can have more than 5 points. Some have 6, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to be working on that while we chat. And so let's get started. Okay. Where am I? Okay, I'm over here. So I went to drop my son to school yesterday and I got called into the office. And I was like, am I in trouble? And they were like, no, we heard that you knit. And I was like, crochet? And they were like, yes. And so they told me that they're having a spring carnival at the end of March. And they want me to sell my crochet things there. So I was like super excited. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And initially they were telling me that they want me to make something for every kid that comes. And in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, like what, like, and to give for free. And so I was like, oh, like in my head, I was just like, that's, how's that going to work? Like, that's a lot of work and I don't know how many to make. And just, then they told me that they're doing a raffle. So I was like, hey, actually, if you're doing a raffle, I don't mind making an item for the raffle. And I told them about my dinosaur. I told them that I made a dinosaur and I, showed them with my hands about how big it is and told them it's like orange and green. And they just loved it. They were like, yes. So I'm going to be donating my dinosaur to the raffle and then I will be making things for the kids. So very exciting. I know in my last few videos, I was telling you that I'm kind of like, I haven't signed up for anything because I didn't know about the time commitment. But I feel like this one is just right for me because I didn't have to push for it. It was kind of something that an opportunity that came towards me. So I didn't have to, and of course I'm donating that piece, which is worth, a certain amount, but I don't have to pay a booth fee or anything like that in addition. So, I'm going to tell them yes. I'm very excited. And now, because it's happening at the end of March, I can make some Easter things. So I'm super excited now. I already did, last year I did one event at my son's school in October, I want to say. And so now I will get a chance to do that again. Now, a lot of the kids are the same, so I need to make some different things. Last time I took a bunch of I took baby blankets, I took a lot of hats, I took octos, I took keychains, I took some purses, I took a variety of things, but I think this time it's just going to be toys, amigurumi. So I'm thinking of some Easter themed things and then just some really colorful things. So mainly just toys. I am loving this pattern of the fidget hedgehog. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. This is a little fidget toy. It's not my pattern. But I would love to make these. The only thing is that because there are young kids coming, I just don't know if this is safe for them because, if you pull on it hard enough, you could probably break the yarn and get the beads out of there. So this I would consider to be more of like a choking hazard. So even though I really want to make these, I don't know. I'm thinking, let me know what you think, if I should still make them. This is like a daycare. So there's kids who are like 6 weeks to 5 years old. I mean, I haven't even let my son play with this yet, and he's 4.5. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about the hedgehogs. If yes, the hedgehogs, then I would definitely be making like 15 or 20 of them. If no for the hedgehogs, then I need to think of other things. So last year I found and fell in love with this yarn by Lion Brand. It's called Lion Brand Cover Story Dreamland yarn. And I think the color is called Rainbow. Okay, so it's basically like a blanket yarn type of idea. And I made a huge blanket with it. And then I also made, those are actually, I think that's 2 of them right there. This rainbow one right here. So I'm thinking to use those and to make, I don't know, like just to make something for the kids. So just off the top of my head, I'm thinking of like maybe some goldfish, or I don't know. I just want to make something really cool with it. So the yarn itself is kind of busy, so I don't want to make anything that has too many details on it, but I'm okay with making something like a goldfish and then stitching on an eye, like sewing on an eye in there. So I need to this like literally just happened. So I need to sit down and make a list of things that I can make. And then of course, because it's before Easter, I can make Easter bunnies and peeps and, you know, maybe some Easter eggs and just Easter themed things as well. I need to check the date of, I guess St. Patrick's Day will be done by then. But yeah, like Easter things and then just summer things, spring things. So yeah, super excited. It's like this opportunity just came to me and I am, you know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have fun with it. So lots of fun stuff happening all at the same time. And it was funny because I was just sitting on the couch and crocheting. And then I remembered that I'm recording this on Wednesday, but I remembered that I need a video for Thursday. So I was like, let's just go quickly and record my video. And then I remembered that I also need to work on things for this show or this craft fair. So the good thing is they told me that they will not have anyone else doing crochet there. I'm the only one. And I really, really do appreciate that, because you just don't want to have that sort of competition. I don't think it's not my cup of tea. So I'm very glad that I'll be the only crocheting person there, and I'm planning to make tons of toys for the kids and get my son to help me sell things. Last time he was like, toys for sale, and he would like pick up an octopus and like give it to his friend and be like, here, do you want this octopus? Then they would hold it and they would be like, oh, it's so soft. And then they'd be like, Mommy, Daddy, can you get this for me? And it's so funny. So last time for my octos, I used Big Twist Posh, and this bin is full of Big Twist Posh. I have 5 colors. So I have yellow, orange, green, pink, and purple. And I have 2 to 3 balls of each. So I have probably, let's just say 12 to 15 balls. I don't think 15, but let's say 12. So I have plenty of Big Twist Posh to use to make those soft things. And then I want to use that Dreamland rainbow yarn for sure, because I have a lot of it. So I'm going to be in planning mode, and then I'm going to be in production mode. And all these star blankets will just get left to the wayside. But the good thing is that I've already started all these star blankets, so now I can just pick it up and work on it at any time. And that's really good for me, because it's just, if I just need a refresher in between making toys, I can just pick up my blanket and just work on it. And because I have 6 blankets, then I can just, finish them slowly throughout this month. I mean, I don't think they'll all be finished this month because I'll be making toys, but you know what I mean, over March and April. My daughter's school has a spring carnival in April. For that, I got the information, but I have not signed up yet. But I am thinking of signing up for that as well. So just these two events will keep me plenty busy for all of March and all of April. And that's without too much effort to try and get into a show or to look for a show. There is another one that happens nearby, and they had an event last weekend, and so I saw the pictures, so I got to see what the crocheter was doing, and he or she, I'm guessing it's a girl, was making a lot of amigurumi. So I didn't feel like it would be fair for me to bring my things and then like have a head-on-head competition. So I'm kind of, I'm very new to all of this, so to do these smaller events at my kids' schools is good enough for me. I am not doing this on any large scale. This is just like my little side thing, and just I don't have the time or resources to do this in any full-time capacity. So for me, these little events I think are good. So I'm super excited about that. And so you will be seeing lots of things. I know I haven't been posting as much. So we used to have a community tab. Now it's just called posts. And so you'll see pictures or you'll see the words that I post. And that's just different from the video because it's just like, it's like a social media post instead of being a video, versus this is like a full length video where I'm talking and we're having a conversation and all of that. So yes, I'm watching a new show on Hulu called Paradise. It's with, I think his name is Sterling Brown from This Is Us. He was the brother, and I'm liking it. It's a really interesting show about kind of the world. They've made their own world after the world has kind of ended, and it's not sci-fi, but it's just really interesting about power and struggle and how a community of 25,000 people is living. And so I think we've watched 4 episodes so far, and it is a little bit slow, I have to admit, but I'm liking it. It's very interesting. So yeah. What else? The weather this week has become summer weather. So I was outside yesterday in my t-shirt and it felt so good. And I will not take this for granted because I know in many places it's still very much winter. And so I am just like loving this weather and very, very grateful. So yes, I will be keeping you up to date with all the things happening here. And I'm still going to be doing my 2 videos per week, and we'll stick to that. Sorry, I know I'm looking down more than I'm looking at you, but I'm going to be making my videos, posting regularly, so you'll see me on here. And let me know what you are working on, what projects you're working on. I'm going to be working on a whole bunch of things, so I'm excited. I have a huge bag of polyfill stuffing, so hopefully I don't need to buy any more. Sad news about Joann's. They are closing, and that does make me very sad. I really, really loved the Joann's near my house, and I've been going there for the last 5 years, but I don't know if I can bring myself to walk in there again. I kind of just want to hold on to the nice memory of it that I have. So I'm trying not to go in there. I just don't want to see the whole store upside down, or, have to wait in line for a crazy amount of time to buy something. So I do have some big twists, but, there are alternatives out there. And I've heard from, these are just rumors, but I've heard that the big twist line might be continuing, which is great because, Joann's has always had a selection of like a variety of selection of their yarn. So they've carried other people's brands, but their own brand was also really, really good. So let's see if there's any truth to that. And if the big twist line continues, that would be really, really nice. And if any of you do end up going to Joann's, let me know what you see. And I doubt that I'm going to go there. I want to preserve that memory as pristine as it is, and just, I don't want to cloud that memory with anything new. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But yes, lots more to do today. So I'm going to sign off for today. And thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I hope you have a wonderful crochetful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.